Ready? Play. Pegula will be playing, of course, Rybakina in the other semi-final. Head-to-head there reads 3-1 for Pegula. How about that? So, what are we thinking? Let's have a quick look at their previous encounters, and then we'll have a quick look as well at how they've got to this stage, and then we'll make a prediction. So, they've played each other 3 times. Not since Mexico in 2023. Sorry, they played each other 4 times, but they haven't played each other since the WTA Finals of 2023. That's a long time ago. Remember that windy, blustery WTA Finals in Cancun that Pegula, of course, ended up getting to the final of before losing to Iga 0-1. Pegula won the first encounter in Miami in 2022 on hard. All of their 4 encounters, by the way, have been on a hard court. Probably the best surface for both players. I think you could argue grass maybe for Rybakina. But straight sets win in Miami in 2022 for Jessica Pegula. A 3-set win in Guadalajara later the same year. So that's 2 matches they've played in Mexico in their career. Then a straight sets win in Miami in 2023 for Rybakina, before a Pegula win in Mexico in the WTA Finals later on that year. That was in the group stages. In terms of how each player has made it to the semi-finals, let's have a quick look at Pegula's 3 matches so far. Probably defined in so many ways by her first match that she won over Coco Gauff. That ultimately cost Coco a place in the semis. Coco obviously not able now to retain her crown. Are we going to have a new winner? I think we are going to have another new winner of the WTA Finals, because none of Pegula, Sabalenka, Anisimova, nor Rybakina have ever won this tournament before. Pegula, by the way, had her chances against Sabalenka, but wasn't able to take them, and ultimately Arena winning that match, putting her under a bit of pressure coming into the final day here. But Pegula knew a straight sets win over Paolini, and she would qualify. She did it with consummate ease today over a very underwhelming, under the weather, underperforming Jasmine Paolini. So Pegula won that match easily 2-3. And I have to say, I'm a little surprised. I thought Pegula might struggle to get out of this group. I think I had Sabalenka and Gauff progressing. But as I said, it was all defined by the first match. Let's talk about Rybakina's path here to the semi-finals. She has won all 3 of her matches, and she's dropped 1 set en route. But what about that match against Iga Swiatek, arguably defining her tournament and losing just 1 game from the final 13, helping her progress? She had a straight sets win over Alexandrova yesterday, and she progresses and will now play Pegula. So what do we think about this one? Pegula against Rybakina. Despite the head-to-head, I'm going with what I've seen so far in this tournament. It's going to be a Rybakina win in 3 sets. And therefore, I have Rybakina against Sabalenka in the WTA Finals final. A repeat, of course, of the 2023 Australian Open final and the 2023 Indian Wells final, and a bunch of other matches as well. But that is to come. It's tough to call, but I'm going to go with a Rybakina win in 3 sets. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you're tuning in from. Jake, you're back. We thought we'd lost you yesterday. We were having a good old time chatting away, and then you just disappeared. And everybody was like, what happened to Jake? Where'd he go? I was like, I don't know. I think we had a slightly different opinion about Jessica Pegula, and then he just went. But anyway, you're back. We're back. We're here to talk about Pegula against Rybakina. Rybakina has held serve in the first game. And Yeah, Pegula's here serving at 15 all. I'm going to share the score with you on the screen. 3 minutes on the clock. It was a fairly comfortable hold for Rybakina, and it's looking like a pretty comfortable hold here as well at the moment for Jessica Pegula. Do get voting in our poll, by the way, as to who you think is going to win this encounter. Pegula here serving at 40-15. No sooner have we said that Jake is back, he may well have gone again. We do hope not, of course. Pegula there with a forced error, by the way, on the forehand side. How is the poll looking, by the way? Rybakina, I think, was up in the poll last I checked. Let's have a quick look. Yes, 77% of people have gone for a Rybakina win. Pegula nets, by the way, and we're at deuce. Welcome to our followers on Instagram as well. Do get voting in that poll. I see a vote has just gone the way of Pegula. It is deuce here, though, on the Pegula serve. Now it's on the backhand down the middle of the court from Rybakina, and now it's Rybakina is going to net on the forehand side. I felt as though she was just starting to eke out an advantage in that rally, so it's a pity from her perspective that she netted that forehand. Pegula winner there, forehand cross court, and it is back to deuce. But that return from her goes into the net. Where is my bottle of water? Not my cup of tea, but I don't have my bottle of water. Let me just have a quick look. We've got a game point here for Pegula. And it's a game point that she takes. So it's 1 game all. I'll be back in a few seconds. Cool. Okay. 15:30 here, by the way, on the Rybakina serve, and we are going to get 2 break points for Elena Rybakina. Woo. So 2 break points. Is she going to take it on the first one? First serve goes into the net. So it's a second serve here for Jessica Pegula to look at. We have lost Jake. He's not coming back again. Backhand return from Pegula. Miss hit forehand from Elena Rybakina. And we've got the break. 2-1. Pegula. Well. 2-1. Rybakina on the backhand, into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand into the net from Rybakina, and it's 15-love. Cross court from Pegula. Backhand from Rybakina. Rybakina's going to come into the net. Lovely volley there, 15-all. Backhand from Pegula into the forehand of Rybakina. Two all, break back. Rybakina. Boom. Wow. That was quick. Okay, down the tee. Forehand from Rybakina is missed. 15 all. Jay, come back. All is forgiven. First serve clips the net. Lands in. So Rybakina, of course, is unbeaten so far at these finals. Pegula lost her three-setter with Arina Sabalenka in the group stage, but progressed after a three-set win over Coco Gauff in her opening match and then a straight sets win yesterday over Paolini. Paolini, of course, went home without winning a set. Madison Keys won at least a set. She won a set against Amanda Anisimova, of course, who'll be in action later on today against Arina Sabalenka. 30 all, by the way, after Rybakina hits a forehand long. Break point here for Pegula, but she's on the run and she's not going to make that backhand. Deuce. Rybakina saves the break point. Another break point here for Pegula. Body serve is well returned from Pegula. She's still in the rally here. And in fact, it's going to be a break because Rybakina is going to put a backhand into the net. She returned the body serve pretty well. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back for the remainder of this set.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. With Rybakina, she's shaking her head. I'm echoing. She was shaking her head there at the changeover and holding her shoulder. I do hope that it's okay. I don't think it is, though. Okay, forehand to forehand right now. And a forehand from Rybakina is going to go long. And so it's 30 love. Okay, Rybakina to serve. Forehand return is going to go into the net from Rybakina. That was a potential forehand winner. She went for it, but it didn't land. So 40 love, Rybakina. Good return there from Rybakina. She was up from in the serve, and as a result, gets to 40-15. Okay, Rybakina to serve here, 40-15. Forehand return from Rybakina is pretty good, actually, considering she was on the stretch. And Pegula didn't deal with it. It was very dealable with, but she didn't manage to do so. 40-30. Backhand from Pegula. Forehand from Rybakina. It's got excellent depth on it. And Rybakina is going to put her forehand into the net. So the forehand there from Rybakina did not work. Rybakina to serve. Sorry, Pegula to serve. Some random people in the crowd. I have no idea who they are. 24 minutes on the clock. Deuce. The backhand return from Rybakina goes into the net. And so we've got a game point for Pegula here. Lovely return from Rybakina. Deuce. Deuce. Another forehand return from Rybakina. This time it goes into the net. Body serve, but it's not going to land in. That forehand from Pegula was a chance, but she didn't take it. Backhand return this time from her, and it's going to go long, and it's 4-2 for Jessica Pegula. Not the highest quality of encounters so far. How many breaks points does Jessica have? Well, she's broken serve twice. Rybakina then broke back at 2-1 and pretty much immediately. They both held serve for 1-1. Pegula then breaks, but then Rybakina breaks back. Pegula then re-breaks for a 3-2 lead and has just held for 4-2. Marcus here showing his support for Arina Sabalenka in the entire tournament. Pick up there, but she's going to get... Oh, Pegula had a really good chance of passing Rybakina there, but wasn't able to take it. Backhand here from Rybakina. Slice there from Pegula. Backhand Rybakina goes into the net, and it's 30-15. Okay, Rybakina to serve. 30-15. $40-15. But Rybakina holds for 4-3. Let's have a quick look to keep an eye on Rybakina if she starts holding her shoulder, etc., etc. She was shaking her head and touching her shoulder during the last changeover. Looking at the poll, by the way, 87 votes, 75% of which have gone for Rybakina. I did go for Rybakina win in 3 sets. We'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. Anyway, Rybakina is going to be serving when they return to the court. Pegula is going to be serving. Did I say Rybakina? I meant Pegula. Do hit that like button, by the way, on this video. And if you can subscribe, if you are new, that would be amazing. So, Pegula to serve. 4-3 she leads. I mean, Rybakina is having chances on the Pegula serve, and she's going to get a second serve here as well. Backhand return from her. It's got decent depth on it. Forehand is going to miss, though. These rally points from Rybakina are not going so well. The serves, serve plus ones, return winners, returns putting Pegula in a spot of bother, Pegula hitting an unforced error from nowhere. These things are going her way. But if they're getting into a rally, Rybakina's like struggling, let's say. She's going to get a second serve here, though, to look at. Backhand return from her is decent. But good rallying there from Pegula. And again, Rybakina errs once the rally gets going. 30 love. Forehand return is too big from Rybakina. It's 40 love. That serve has gone long as well. Pegula's not landing her first serves in, but it's not mattering because Rybakina's not killing the returns, and then it's getting into a rally, and at some point, Rybakina's erring. That's a decent return. Is she going to capitalize on it? Yes, is the answer. 40-15. But she can't return that, and it is 5-3. Do hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We are getting closer and closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. Rybakina here, serving to stay in the first set at 3-5. Some words of encouragement from her coach, Stefan Vukov. 34 minutes on the clock, just past 6:45 local time. Down the tee, but she's missed. Djokovic has won the first set over Yannick Hanfmann, 6-3. Ooh, Sebi Corda against Lorenzo Musetti's in the second semi. Backhand return from Pegula goes into the net, 30 love. And it's an ace to bring up 40 love, 3 game points for Elena Rybakina. That's her 25th ace of the tournament, putting her in the first position amongst all her peers in that category. Good return there from Pegula, 40-15. Rybakina's serve there was punished. It was an excellent forehand return from Jessica Pegula. Anyway, Rybakina to serve. Misses on the first serve. Second serve is going to land in. That had a hell of a kick on it. And Pegula on the backhand side couldn't deal with it. So 36 minutes gone, 5-4. Pegula, when they return to the court, will serve for the first set. Keep voting in this poll, by the way. Still 75-25. I did make Rybakina probably the slight favourite, as I said before this match commenced, and yet here we are. Pegula is going to be serving for the first set. Of course, Anisimova and Sabalenka will be playing later. That is still to come, but at the moment it's Pegula in the driving seat regarding this particular encounter. She is about to return to the court along with Elena Rybakina. It's 5-4. 5 aces already in this match from Elena Rybakina, boosting her ace count for the tournament from 20 to 25. But here we go. Pegula now serving for the first set. She has been broken in this set already, so it's by no means a given. But Rybakina has to be on the front foot from the return point onwards. She's struggling to stay in this point here. She does return the serve, and not bad, but Pegula goes in behind her, and Rybakina can't deal with it. 15 love. Will Jake return before the end of the stream? That is my question. Will Ghosty join? Will we get a random comment from Nerlan? Okay, Pegula down the tits. A good second serve, but it clips the net. Keep voting in our poll, by the way. Pegula to serve into the body. Forehand return is too long from Rybakina. And Pegula gets to 30 love. Second serve here. Good return there from Rybakina, and it's going to help her win the point. 30-15. Maybe Jane is lurking. Maybe. Good serve there from Pegula. Decent return from Rybakina. But we are into the rally. That normally ends in an error from Rybakina. But let's see. Backhand down the center of the court from both players now. Rybakina moving it up a little bit. That's not bad. Now Rybakina has a chance for a winner and she takes it. 30 all. Not done this set yet. Oh, it's an ace down the tee from Jessica Pegula. Brings up set point for the American. Body serve, backhand return. Backhand from Pegula is good. But that's good defense from Rybakina. But can she keep it going? That's often the question during these rallies. No, she can't. She puts the forehand into the net. Pegula wins the first set by 6 games to 4. Let's have a look at the stats from that first set. In terms of unforced errors from Rybakina, I'm guessing it won't read pretty. Rybakina is going to take some time off court. Of course, this head-to-head at the moment reads 3-1 in the favor of Pegula, but despite that, I did... Oh, dear. Your stats, WTA, in terms of the website, you've got to update them quicker. Okay, 5 aces anyway for Elena Rybakina, none for Pegula. Second serve points won, 45%. But listen to this. In one set, 10 games, 41 minutes, 25 unforced errors from Elena Rybakina. That is insane. That is an insane number. That is 2.5 unforced errors per game. That's 2.5 points that she's giving away every game. 9 unforced errors. She has hit 13 winners. She is playing the more aggressive of the two. But you just know once the rally starts, she's not moving very well today. I don't know if she's just feeling a bit tired, fatigued. Probably in the last few weeks, because she was the one pursuing this spot to the last possible moment. Maybe she's the one who's played the most tennis in the last few weeks, and maybe it's showing a bit today. Her movement looks leggy and sluggish. Nevertheless, Pegula has been there. Pegula's been solid without being spectacular. And she has won the first set by 6 games to 2. Hello, Leah. How's Djokovic getting on? Let's have a look. 1-1 at the beginning of the second set. He won the first set over Yannick Hanfmann by 6 games to 3. 6-4 was the score in the first set for Jessica Pegula. Leah is writing in a language that I don't speak, so I cannot communicate. Sorry, Leah. Either way, hit the like button if you can. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Let's see if I can bring up our subscriber count. There we go. Okay. Just having a look at the replay of the breaks. It was a forehand error after 10 minutes that gave Pegula her first break. The second break of serve also came, I think, with an unforced error on the backhand side into the net. And of course, it was 2 breaks that went the way of Pegula, and 1 break went the way of Elena Rybakina, and that was what decided the set ultimately. So, I think Rybakina is struggling a bit, either physically or with the shoulder. She's moving gingerly, let's say, or not perfectly. Djokovic and Hanfmann remain on serve in the semi-final of the Athens ATP 250. Musetti and Sebi Korda will be contesting the second semi-final. And of course, we know just how important this is in terms of Musetti making the ATP Tour Finals. He has to win the tournament to do so. Well, he might have to beat Novak Djokovic in the final. Sebi Korda followed by Novak Djokovic. That's a big ask, I would suggest, for Lorenzo Musetti to win both of those matches. That's, of course, if Djokovic beats Hanfmann. Djokovic is leading by 1-0, which is exactly the score here, with Pegula leading by 1-0 over Jessica Pegula, over Elena Rybakina. Anyway, Rybakina will serve first at the beginning of this second set. So here we go. 6-4 was the score in the first set to Jessica Pegula. Second set commences now. The first serve has gone long. So it's going to be a second serve here for Pegula to look at. Backhand return is decent. Are we going to see a lot less unforced errors in this set from Elena Rybakina? If we are, then I think she'll have an excellent chance. I think her peak level, certainly in this tournament, has been higher than Jessica's thus far. She has won the first point. It's Pegula who just goes long, 15-love. Good serve there from Rybakina, unreturned, 30-love. Hello to those of you watching on Instagram. Welcome. Do get involved. Let us know your thoughts right in the comment section. Okay, backhand to backhand right now. Now it's on the forehand of Rybakina, but that's too cautious from Elena. Although it is Pegula who takes the first risk by trying to change directions quite dramatically there, and she nets. So it is 40-love now. Marquez asking me about a recommendation to bet. I can't give you any recommendation. You're going to have to make that choice yourself. I made a prediction before the match, which was that Rybakina would win in 3 sets, but she's going to have to up her game and cut out these unnecessary unforced errors. Whether she has the energy to do that, I don't know. Double fault from Rybakina. I think she's struggling physically. I think she took a risk on that second serve as a result as well. Ooh. Djokovic serving at 1-2, love 30. Okay, second serve, double fault. Back-to-back double faults from Elena Rybakina. As I say, I think that indicates fatigue. It's a huge effort to serve. For those of you that don't play the game, when you're tired, serving is a real effort. But secondly, Rybakina may be taking a little bit more of a risk on that second serve to try and reduce the lengthy rallies, or rallies, really. She gets her first serve in there. She's going to have a serve for +1 put away, but she doesn't make it. Pegula gets her racket on it, more than gets her racket on it. She's probably a bit disappointed she doesn't keep it on the island. And in fact, Elena Rybakina holds. So, 1-love. Pegula's turn to serve. Of course, they will change ends. Looking at the night sky in Riyadh. Oh, Hanfman has 2 break points, 15-40 in the Djokovic encounter. Can he take one of those break points? Pegula goes long with a forehand, and it's love 15 on the Pegula serve. Okay, love 15. Pegula serves, not landing the first serve in. Hanfman has broken Djokovic, so leads 3-1 in the second set. Good backhand return there from Pegula. Rybakina. Pegula is going to go wide, and so it is love 30 here on the Pegula serve. Love 30. Backhand return. Forehand from Pegula. Forehand Rybakina is a winner. Ooh, that was sweet as a nut. Love 40 now on the Jessica Pegula serve. That forehand was gravy. Break points, 3 of them. Forehand return goes into the net from Pegula. Sorry, from Rybakina. And she anticipated that serve down the tee so well. She was there, even though it was her first serve. She was there ready to make that return. And yet somehow she contrived to put it into the net. 15-40. Forehand return. Backhand from Pegula is a good backhand. Rybakina's not going to make it. 30-40. 2 break points saved. But can she save the third one? Hanfman, having just broken, is now love 30 on his serve. Forehand return for Rybakina is going to go long. And the 3 break points, just like that, have come and gone. Deuce. Serve out wide is a good serve. Rybakina can't deal with it. And that's 4 points in a row now for Jessica Pegula. So from love 40, she now has advantage on her serve. And it's a game point for the American. First serve return. It's decent. Rybakina's in the rally here. But Pegula's defending well. What a backhand down the line that is from Rybakina. Deuce. Taking that ball on the rise. Beautiful. 2 break back points for Novak Djokovic in Athens. Pegula here on the attack, and she puts it away after a good first serve. Game point once again for Jessica Pegula to make it 1-1 in the second set. She leads by 1 set to love. Good serve. And that's going to be a hold for Jessica Pegula. Good body serve there that Rybakina couldn't deal with. And so from love 40, she gets out of a hole. Someone else who's getting themselves out of a hole is Novak Djokovic. He's just broken back against Yannick Hanfman. So they're now on serve. People still voting in this poll. Over 100 votes now. 73%. So that has narrowed a bit. Well, that makes sense, obviously, with Pegula winning that first set by 6-4. Anyway, Rybakina here to serve at 1-all. How much is she going to regret those breakpoint opportunities missed? Excellent depth here from both players. Backhand cross court is good from Rybakina. Is this drive volley going to work? No. Love 15. Rybakina did so well with that backhand cross court. Pegula defended it, and then the drive volley was a chance, and she went along with it. Okay, blocked return from Pegula is decent. Forehand clips the net. Lucky there for Rybakina. Forehand again from her. Decent depth from her, but Pegula's dealing with this. Shot tolerance not an issue for the American. Forehand to forehand right now. Pegula changes direction. She can't deal with that one, though. 15-all. Okay, 15-all here. Rybakina to serve. 56 minutes on the clock. Backhand return from Pegula. Backhand here from Rybakina is good, but Pegula doesn't quite deal with it. 30-15. Make sure you join us for ATP Weekly tomorrow, when we'll be talking to Steve Flink. That should be around about 8:45 p.m. Central European Time. That'll be 7:45 p.m. in the UK. At 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time. 30-all here, by the way, on the Rybakina serve. Sorry, 40-30 now after an ace there. Rybakina holds for 2-1. Seeing Sabalenka here warming up. Of course, Sabalenka and Anisimova will be contesting the other semi-final. Sabalenka, despite winning Grand Slams every year for the last 3 years, being world number one for spells over the last couple of years, being so adept on the hard courts, as we know. All 4 of her Grand Slam titles, of course, have come on the hard courts, 2 in New York and 2 in Melbourne. And yet, she's never won a WTA Finals title. The closest she has come was in 2022 when she reached the final before losing to Caroline Garcia. It was a really tight final. I think it might have been 7-6, 7-6, that final. She made the semi-finals last year where she lost to Coco Gauff, although it was Coco Gauff, of course, who she played yesterday and beat in straight sets. But of course, it was a struggle in that first set. Of course, Gauff was serving for the first set and was up 30-love. Gauff was also up 4-2 in the tiebreak. And that's when the double faults started to seep in. 6 in all in that match. Anyway, Pegula here serving at 1-2. Rybakina, good return of serve there from Elena. Good depth as well. She's in charge of this rally, moving Jessica around side to side. She's going to attack with the forehand and she puts it away. Love 15. Remember, she got to love 40 on the Pegula serve in the last game. Djokovic and Hanfmann are at 3-all in the second set. But I can tell you now, Hanfmann is down love 30 on his serve. So it's a perilous situation right now for the German. That is in Athens. Here in Riyadh, if you're watching right now and you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Pegula, is that backhand missed? It has. No lacking in bravery. She went super close to the line. And once again, she's under pressure on her serve at love 30. I say once again, she got to love 40 in the previous service game. Forehand here from Pegula is going to miss. Love 40 now on the Jessica Pegula serve, and she's annoyed. If you hit subscribe, by the way, the beautiful thing is that little number there you will see tick over. How about that? Special, no? So, love 40, 3 more break points coming her way. Forehand return from Rybakina. Oh, what a forehand winner that is from Pegula. Maybe a little cautious, that return from Rybakina. Of course, Musetti, by the way, hasn't won a title. Oh, it's a break. Great return from Rybakina. She gets the break and she leads by 3 games to 1. Musetti, of course, I think hasn't won a title. I'm going to say for 3 years. I remember him losing against Tabilo, I think it was, wasn't it, recently in Chengdu, I'll say. He's got 2 career titles. None this year. None last year. None in 2023. Yeah, and both of his 2 titles came in 2022. Okay, Rybakina here serving at 30-15. Okay, Rybakina here on serve. A little bit of pressure for the Kazakh. Seeded 6 here. Even though she was one of the last to qualify, I guess her seeding, she must have usurped Paulini and maybe Madison Keys in the race with that title in Ningbo. Ace down the tee brings up 40-30. So game point for 4-1 here, Rybakina. Oh, forehand error there from Rybakina. We get to deuce, and we get a clenched fist from Jessica Pegula. Just like the one we see on the screen. Deuce. Game point once again for Elena Rybakina here on her serve. She serves, goes long, and so it's a double fault, and we're back to deuce. That poll continues to narrow. If you haven't already voted, please do. Forehand block return there. Forehand from Rybakina. Lovely forehand from Elena Rybakina. Bringing up advantage and another game point. She's had 3 so far. On the previous game point, she double faulted. So, yeah. Second serve here for Elena Rybakina. Backhand return is decent, but so's that backhand from Rybakina. Into the rally here. Forehand from Pegula goes into the net, and she's annoyed with herself on that one. 4-1 at the change of ends. We'll take a quick break.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered. Whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
All things tennis indeed. Pegula here serving, 15 love. 15 love becomes 30 love. Forehand here from Pegula. Forehand to forehand right now. That's a good forehand from Rybakina. It forces the error. 30-15. $40-15 now for Jessica Pegula. Good serve there from Pegula, forcing Rybakina out wide, and now it is over to Rybakina to serve 4-2 in this second set. Quick look at the poll there. 123 votes now. 71% for Rybakina. Well, if she wins this set, you would probably make her favorite in a deciding set, just in terms of momentum. She has cut down on those unforced errors. Remember, 25 unforced errors Rybakina hit in that first set. Oh, Djokovic is serving for the match over in Athens. 5-4, he leads in the second set against Hanfmann. Okay, here we are into the rally. Rybakina on the backhand side. A slice from Pegula. But Rybakina deals with that slice very, very well, let's say, and wins the first point, 15 love. $15 love becomes 30 love here now on the Rybakina serve. So looking comfortable thus far, both in terms of serving, where she's looked comfortable throughout most of this second set. The forehand is just beginning to work a little bit better as well, forcing the error on that previous point. And the unforced errors have been cut back. And we're not seeing so many sort of clutching at the shoulder sort of situations that we saw during one of those breaks at the changes of ends in the first set. So things looking much more rosy right now for Elena Rybakina. 30 love here on her serve. Is that an ace out wide? Yes, it is. I'm going to say that's her sixth ace of the match, but could be more. She hit at least 5 anyway in the first set. But might be the first ace in the second set. Either way, 3 game points, more importantly, for a 5-2 lead. It's another good serve, but Pegula deals with it. Rybakina's going to come into the net, puts the volley away with consummate ease, and leads 5-2 at the change of ends. That was a quick hold for Elena Rybakina. Djokovic is 2 points away from a place in the Athens final. Sebi Korda or Lorenzo Musetti will lie in wait. They will be playing in the second semi-final probably quite soon if Djokovic closes this out. Remember, he was down a break in this second set, but broke back immediately. And now he's 2 points away. And I'm very, very dark, so I'm going to turn the lights on. While I turn the lights on, let's have a quick break.
Ready? Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, Let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All Things Tennis indeed, and we just gained a subscriber, so thank you for that. Pegula here serving, 30 love on her serve. She is serving, of course, to stay in this set. Okay, Pegula here wants to serve, puts the backhand into the net, so it's 30-15. And in fact, Rybakina is now eating into this serve. Quickly, she goes from 30 love down to 30 all. It was a decent return. Pegula was in a spot of bother from that moment onwards and ultimately erred on the forehand side. Backhand return is going to go long, though, so it's 40-30. Game point, Jessica Pegula for 5-3. And she does take it. So it's 5-3. Over to you, Elena Rybakina now, to serve this out. Serve out the second set, I hasten to add, not serve out the match. She's going to win the first point, so she gets to 15 love. Serving for the set. She served that with an ace, by the way, which I think is her 7th of the match, I'm going to say. Of course, she is the leader in this tournament in terms of aces. I think it's 27 overall. Another good serve there from Rybakina, making it 30 love. Okay, second serve here for Pegula to look at. That ball toss from Rybakina goes awry. Forehand return from Rybakina is good. It hits the line, and Rybakina can't deal with it. Hit the line fairly central down the court, but I think Rybakina got caught by surprise. I think she was probably thinking, maybe even hoping, that it would land out, but it didn't. Backhand return is really good from Pegula. Now she's on the attack on the forehand. Rybakina had a shot at passing her, but doesn't make it. And suddenly, from 30 love, we're at 30 all. So, set point or break point incoming. What will it be? Oh, and she doesn't get the first serve in, Elena. She was going to go down the tee with that one. I imagine she'll go for the body and a kick on this second serve. Let's see. Oh, and she misses it entirely. It's a double fault. And it's 30-40. Serving for this set, Rybakina has just double faulted. And that's 3 points in a row for Jessica Pegula. Break point, Pegula. Down the tee, misses. Second serve for Pegula to look at. Can she get the break? Backhand return is good. Pegula is broken. She's broken because Rybakina went long. So, change of ends, 5-4. Pegula gets the break when Rybakina was serving for that second set. Well. Flipping the script. Whew. Dearie me. She had it there at 30 love. Novak Djokovic is into the final in Athens after a straight sets win over Yannick Hanfmann. Cam Norrie is in the semi-finals of Metz against Lorenzo Sonego. And Sonego is serving to stay in the match at 4-5 in the deciding set. And he's love 30 down. So, yeah. Djokovic, by the way, in the Athens final is going to play the winner of Sebi Korda and Lorenzo Musetti. Good return there from Rybakina. That's helping. Love 15 on the Pegula serve. Pegula here serving to stay in the second set, but she must be feeling good having just broken Rybakina. Rybakina with a really good return there, but really good play from Pegula, who dealt with it really well and has gone to 15 all. And Rybakina just blowing out her cheeks there. $15 all. Ooh, missed return from Rybakina. So it's 30-15. Cam Norrie has 2 match points in Metz. 30 all. Thirty all here on the Pegula serve. Down the tee. It's a good serve. Rybakina just about makes it, but wonderful +1 winner there from Pegula. Second serve here for Rybakina to look at. It is a game point for Jessica Pegula. Backhand return is pretty good, and actually Pegula doesn't deal with it. Deuce. Backhand into the net from Pegula. We've got a set point. I was going to say another one. Did she get a set point on her serve? Don't think she did she? No. She got to 30 love and then lost, I think, 4 points in a row, I'm going to say. Either way, we've got a set point here on the Jessica Pegula serve. If she gets a second serve to look at, but she doesn't, but she deals with that first serve. Backhand to backhand, forehand from Pegula. It's a bit nervy from both players here. Oh, and I think she has gone long, Rybakina, on the forehand. Deuce. Cam Norrie is into the Mets final. Novak Djokovic is in the Athens final. That's the men's tennis update. Back to the women here. Deuce. Pegula serving to stay in the second set. Forehand return. Not bad from Rybakina that. But we're still into the rally here. Slice on the forehand from Pegula. Oh, and Rybakina had a chance then. Puts a backhand into the net. Advantage Jessica Pegula. Woo. Pegula serving. Game point. Wasn't the best of serves, but she's into the rally here. Backhand to backhand. That's going to land in. That's a good backhand from Pegula. She's in charge of the rally. Oh, but what a passing shot from Elena Rybakina. Deuce. It was a really good backhand, depth and into the corner. And Rybakina was in trouble. Short ball from her. Pegula attacks, comes into the net, but then she's passed. Cross-court forehand pass. Deuce. Good serve down the tee. Rybakina goes long on the return. Another game point for Jessica Pegula. First serve is long. Good return from Rybakina there, and we're back to deuce. Good serve down the tee. Forehand to forehand right now. Forehand cross court is going to go long from Pegula. We're going to have another set point for Elena Rybakina. This is for a spot, remember, in the final of the WTA Finals. Good serve down the tee from Pegula, but really well dealt with by Rybakina. Rybakina's on the attack, puts the backhand away, wins the second set. We are going 3 sets, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. So, third set we go. Jessica Pegula, Elena Rybakina. 41 minutes for the first set, 49 minutes for the second. Rybakina cutting out those errors. Remember, though, she did serve Elena Rybakina for that set. Wasn't able to serve it out, but then she broke. Okay, let's have a look at some set 2 stats for you between Pegula and Rybakina. I'll share those with you on the screen as well. Madison Keys has tweeted saying that she's obviously disappointed with how things turned out in Riyadh, but overall year fantastic, of course, winning that Australian Open and making the year-end finals, going on that unbeaten run as well at the beginning of the year. Wonderful. We got another subscriber, by the way. Make sure you hit the like button, people, too. I will bring up the stats for you in a moment. That poll, by the way, narrowed now to 68-32, and yet surely Rybakina winning that set, she is now the favorite, I would suggest. She must be feeling good about herself having won that second set. Anyway, we're going into a third. I will bring up the stats for you. I do assure you once I... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so those second set stats are as follows. In the second set alone, Elena Rybakina hit another 5 aces. I think that means 10 for the day. Look at the Rybakina serve, by the way. First serve, she's winning 84% and 31% on her second serve. By the way, she's just hit another ace to begin the third set. She's still hitting those unforced errors. She's now at 48 for the match, and yet somehow we're going to a third set. Not bad, right? First serve return points 1 there for Rybakina, winning almost half of Jessica Pegula's first serves. Anyway, most important stat of all is that she won that set by 6 games to 4, and we are going to a third set in Riyadh. And Rybakina is starting this third set in mean fashion. She's hit another ace. 2 aces to begin this second set from the first 3 serves. An hour and 33 minutes on the clock. Unreturned serve, hold serve for 1 love. Oh, Gene, how are you? Long time. 500 aces for Rybakina this year. Wow, okay. That's a great stat. Only the second ever player in WTA history to hit 500. And she's not done yet. She's not done yet. Not bad for someone who's not reached a slam final. What was her best slam run in 2025, Gene? Do hit the like button, by the way, Gene, if you can. Unreturned serve there from Pegula, so it's 15 love. Good return from Rybakina. Forehand Rybakina winner, 15 all. Yeah, not great, right? I think she lost to Madison Keys. I think it was a 3-set loss to Madison Keys in Australia and a 3-set loss to Iga Swiatek, wasn't it, at the French Open? But Iga, she was up a set and a break. She was up a set and a break in that match before that one slipped away. And she had a really good smash quite close to the net that she didn't put away. And I think it was when she was trying to consolidate the break at the beginning of the second set. Iga breaks back, goes on to win the match. She also made the fourth round in New York, yeah. Who did she lose to in New York, though? Putting that forehand wide there. So it's 40-15 now, Jessica Pegula. Were you supporting Rybakina that day, Gene? She lost to Vondrousova, and then Vondrousova pulled out of her quarterfinal, didn't she, against Sabalenka? Because that was going to be wasn't it Sabalenka Rybakina on course for a quarterfinal? I think Sabalenka, got a little fortunate in that run, by the way, because Vondrousova withdraws. By the way, Pegula's held, and so we are 1-1. Just because Towson was a possible, I'm going to say, third round or fourth round maybe for Sabalenka. Towson loses in the first round, and we know Towson can cause Sabalenka problems. In addition to that, she doesn't have to play Rybakina, and Vondrousova withdraws, so she doesn't play a quarterfinal. Yeah. So a little bit fortunate. I mean, of course, you have to still win those matches, and she beats Pegula in 3 sets, followed by Anisimova in straights in the final. So, hats off. Unreturned serve there from Rybakina, and it's 15-love. I didn't know you were a big Rybakina fan, Gene. How about that? How many likes do we have, by the way? Gene or someone else can let me know in the live chat how many likes we have on this stream. Anyway, Rybakina to serve, 15-love. Goes down the tits, a good first serve. Backhand now is pretty big as well, but Pegula's dealing with it. Good shot tolerance here from the American. She gets a bit lucky there with the net cord, though, but she can't deal with that forehand, and it's 30-love for Elena Rybakina. Good, 22 likes. All right, not bad. Let's see if we can get to 30 by the end of the stream. If you haven't hit like, do so now. Oh, up to 23. Thanks, Gene. Keep me posted. Forehand cross court from Rybakina goes into the net. 30-15. Yeah, tweet here from Madison Keys. Not how I wanted the story to end, but the beginning of the year, I had the goal of making the year-end finals again. And for that, I'm so proud of all the work my team and I put to make it happen. Thank you for all the support. Okay. Break point, Jessica Pegula. But that's a good volley there from Rybakina. Deuce. Yeah, indeed. She hit 25 unforced errors in the first set. And I posited that she would need to cut those out if she's going to get back into the match. And yet she hit another 23 in the second set. So that's 48 unforced errors. And yet she still manages to win a set. She also, by the way, won almost 50% of Jessica Pegula's second serves. So Jessica Pegula hitting a second serve. Sorry, Jessica Pegula first serves, tell a lie. On Jessica Pegula's first serve, she hit almost 50%. She won the points. Incredible. Anyway, back to the moment, because we've got a big moment in this match. It's 1-1 in the deciding set, and we have a break point for Jessica Pegula. So Rybakina to serve, down the tee, doesn't make it, hits the net. So second serve here for Jessica Pegula to look at. Break point for the American. Backhand return. Backhand from Rybakina is pretty good, but she's not won the point yet. Now she's going to come into the net, but she doesn't need to deal with it. Deuce on the Rybakina serve. So hang on a second. Pliskova hit 530 aces in 2016. Am I right? 530. If she gets to the final, Rybakina, she might do it, but she'll have to have another incredible serving down the final. Is that an ace? I think it is. I think it is. So what's she on right now, Rybakina? She's on about, I'm going to say about 502, something like that. She's going to have to hit probably another half a dozen at least, you'd imagine, in this semi. And she holds as well, saving 2 break points. That'll be a welcome relief for Rybakina, having to save 2 break points. More important than the ace count. How many aces has she got now for the years? So Pliskova hits 517 aces. If she makes the final, Rybakina, she's probably overtaking that. Is that 501, including that one we just saw? Was that her first ace in this second set? In this third set, sorry. So how many is she behind? Oh, she's not going to, I see. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, so she's 29 aces away. She's going to have to get to within at least 25. And even then, she's going to have to hope that that she has a 3-set final as well. She's probably going to need a 3-set final, isn't she? To get there. Let's see where she ends up. If she gets within 24, 23, 22, and it might do. If this set goes to a tie break, she might be within 20 going into the final, and then who knows? The problem is, I don't know if she's going to get as many aces against Anisimova or Sabalenka. But Anisimova's pretty aggressive on that second, that return position, but more so on the second serve. But anyway, lots of ismuts and babies. Let's get back to the match where Pegula right now is serving at 1-2. Remember, these are the stats, by the way, Gene, from the second set. Look at that. 48% first serve return points won. Pegula, though, wins the first point here on serve in this game. So it's 15-love. Yeah, wild. Now, that's just the second set, those stats, by the way. She hit 5 aces in that set. And she hits another 5 in this one. So 4 more. 30-love here, Pegula. Good forehand return. Good backhand there from Rybakina. And it's helped her win the point, 30-15. We will have a live watch-along for all 3 finals tomorrow. In Metz, where Cam Norrie is in the final, from Athens, where Novak Djokovic is in the final, and, of course, the Riyadh final, which will be contested between Elena Rybakina or Jessica Pegula and Amanda Anisimova or Arina Sabalenka. Right now, it's 40-15 here on the Pegula serve, so 2 game points. So all 3 finals tomorrow will be on the channel. I saw he got broken, Gene. I didn't see the match, but I did see that Djokovic got broken, albeit then he got a re-break. If it's Korda in the final, I think it could be a fascinating affair, and it could well go 3. If it's Musetti, I think Djokovic will win, probably in straights. Okay, Pegula holds 2-all. Ooh, another ace for Elena Rybakina, 15-love. Oh, I thought that was another ace, but it must have just gone wide. Second serve here for Jessica Pegula to look at against the ace queen. She's sometimes known as the ice queen, but today I think the ace queen. Backhand there. Forehand from Pegula goes into the net, 30-love. $30-love. Pegula looking frustrated there, 40-15. Unreturned serve, 3-2, Rybakina. So this is the current state of play. 1 hour and 46 minutes. Sharing the 2 first sets. Pegula winning the first set by 6-4 before Rybakina then fought back to win the second set 6-4. And they are at 3-2 in the decider. On serve. The first set went as follows. Pegula got the early break, but Rybakina got a break back immediately, only for Pegula to break again. So there were 3 breaks in a row. 2 went the way of Jessica, 1 the way of Elena Rybakina. That's the way it remained, and therefore that 1 break differential meant that Pegula won the first set. The second set, Rybakina gets the early break, consolidates, holds on to it all the way until she's serving for the set at 5-3, but then Pegula breaks back. Suddenly it's game on, and you're thinking, okay, we might well be going to a tie break. Rybakina had other ideas. After a lengthy service game from Pegula at 4-5, Rybakina finally struck, broke, won the set. Into a deciding set we went. Rybakina's had to save some break points already in this deciding set, but having served first. So, yeah. Okay. Love 15 here on the Pegula serve. So, interesting times right now. Is this Rybakina making her move? Because it goes from love 15 to love 30 on the Pegula serve. Interesting. Pegula concedes a lot of breaks when she breaks her opponent back. So you mean so she broke back today at 5-3, and you're thinking, okay, here we go, tie-break time. That's a good point from Pegula, by the way, 15-30. Only for Rybakina then to break again. Do hit that like button, everyone, and subscribe if you are new. Are we going to get to 30 likes today on this video? It would be nice. We might need a tie break to do that. Anyway, 15-30. Good body serve there. Backhand cross court. Backhand from Rybakina. Are we going to get a break point here for Elena? First break points in this set. Not sure yet. She's on the attack. Forehand, though, to forehand. Good pace from both players. Pegula errs on the forehand side. 15-40. 2 break points now for Elena Rybakina. Not sure exactly what you mean, Guerra Vlogs, by this question. Guerra Vlogs, smiley face, by the way, don't forget. Hit the like button, please, Guerra. We may well be getting the break of serve right now. Oh, ace down the tee from Pegula. Saves the first break point. 30-40. Good serve there from Jessica. Down the tee. 1 break point saved. Let me tell you this, though. We are 1 point away from Rybakina of being in the driving seat in this deciding set. Here we go. Misses the first serve by some distance as well. Second serve here for Rybakina to look at. Backhand return's going to be big. It's too big, isn't it? Yes, it is. Rybakina gets the break. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Rybakina leads 4-2 in the decider. And remember, this is the second time that Rybakina was in trouble in this tournament. Remember that she was down a set to love to Swiatek, and she came back. If you can come back against Iga, by the way, you can come back against anyone. She's in an excellent position now to secure a spot in the final. Remember, none of the 4 semi-finalists have ever won this title before. So we're going to get a new winner of this title, whatever happens. Okay, Rybakina now to serve. Of course, she loses the first point. Love 15. Good backhand return there from Pegula. But still, you'd expect Rybakina to make it. You'd expect Rybakina to at least get the ball back in play. Love 15 here. And Rybakina's missed the first serve. Gene, who did you tip to win the WTA Finals before the tournament began? Body serve there from Rybakina. Rybakina's going to come into the net. It's going to be tricky. Now she's going to get past, I think. Yes, she is. Love 30 on the Rybakina serve. Are we going to get a re-break here for Jessica Pegula? I tipped Anisimova to win the title. If it's a Sabalenka-Pegula final, I think Sabalenka's taken the title. If it's Sabalenka-Rybakina, depends on which Rybakina turns up. Good block return there from Jessica. This is love 30 here, though, into the rally. Most of these in the first set went the way of Pegula, and this one's going the way of Pegula as well. Love 40 on the Rybakina serve. Is Pegula going to break back immediately? Maybe. Maybe. Here we go. Oh, wonderful crouching tiger, hidden dragon, backhand winner down the line from Elena Rybakina. Rybakina hasn't made a big final since Miami 24. Yes, indeed, a long time. I mean, she's won some 500s, of course. It's incredible not to make a big final all year and yet make the WTA Finals. Gene, I still want to know who your pre-tournament pick for the title was. Ooh, she's just missed that first serve. I thought it was an ace at first. 1540. And Rybakina's lack of clutchness this year has been apparent. Backhand return from Pegula. Forehand to forehand right now. I think Rybakina's in trouble. She's in big trouble. She's broken. And Pegula is right back in this match. She gets the rebreak. It's 4-3. Let's see if Jean's suggestion about breaking and then getting broken again for Pegula is the same. But let's see. You went for Sabalenka pre-tournament. Are you just saying that now, Jean? Or is it true? By the way, Jean, if you can share the, what do you call it? The Discord link in the live chat, that would be great. I believe you, Jean, don't worry. 25 likes on this video. Come on, people. Let's get to 30 ASAP. So, change of ends. Whew. Deciding set. Pegula, 3-4, is serving. She's already got the first point on the board. So 15 love for Jessica. She's not quite outside the woods yet. Thanks, Jean. There's the Discord link that Jean has just posted in the live chat. Thank you. Join the Discord. Join other tennis fans. Chat, agree, disagree. Always be polite and respectful, but give your opinions, share them, engage in the chat. Okay, 15 love here. Has Rybakina gone long there? No, she hasn't. We're still in the rally, but Pegula's very much in charge here. Pegula comes into the net. Oh, what a passing shot from Elena Rybakina, 15 all. 26 likes now on this video. Pegula here serving 15 all. Pegula comes into the net again, but I think she's going to win the point this time. Yes, she is. 30-15. Do get voting as to who you think is going to win this tight affair between Pegula and Rybakina. 30-15 here. Backhand return. Forehand from Pegula. Forehand from Rybakina. Rybakina here is upset with herself with not dealing with that forehand. Pegula, by the way, went very close to the line. Exactly 2 hours now for this match so far. 2 game points for Jessica Pegula to level things up. 28 likes now on this video. Forehand from Pegula is good. Backhand clips the net. Oh, you lucky bleeder. Rybakina with that net cord, and it's a dead net cord. 40-30. 165 votes. By the way, who have you voted for in the prediction, Gene? Did you predict a Rybakina or a Pegula win? I went for Rybakina in 3 sets, by the way, pre-match. If you watch the preview, you'll see it. Decent return there from Rybakina. Backhand cross court. This is a huge point. This is a huge point. Rybakina's in charge. She wins the point. I think she may even have either clipped a net cord at some point or mishit because she apologized to Pegula, and Pegula looked severely annoyed. You know, if this goes to a tie break, we might get 40 likes on this video. We might. But I think without the tie break, we should easily hit 30. Deuce, first serve into the net. Not that it seems to matter that much for Rybakina. She's pretty effective on the Pegula first serve. Run around forehand return. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Rybakina. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Rybakina. You guessed it. Forehand to forehand right now. Constant forehands at the moment. Who's going to err first? Who's going to blink first? It's Pegula who decides to go big on the forehand. Too big as it turns out. And the racket is on the ground. She's annoyed. It's now a break point for Elena Rybakina. Elena Rybakina, by the way, 67% of our audience have gone with a Rybakina win. Thanks for the Discord link, by the way, Gene. But please, Gene, let me know who you predicted pre-match to win this one. Good serve from Pegula. We're into the rally, though. Backhand to backhand now. Still on the backhands. Pegula's getting good depth here at the moment. Not with that one, though. I think both players are a little bit cautious at the moment. Pegula nets on the forehand side. And again, the racket comes out of her hand. And again, she's under pressure. And again, she's down a break. And again, she breaks and then gets broken again, just as Gene highlighted in the chat earlier. And now, Elena Rybakina is going to serve for the match. To her delight, clenched fist. So, Rybakina serving for the match. Of course, she goes down love 15 in the first point after a really good return of serve from Jessica Pegula. Love 15. Remember, as Gene highlighted, Elena Rybakina hasn't been into a big final since Miami of last year. And of course, she lost that final, didn't she, to Danielle Collins. Second serve for Jessica Pegula to look at. Backhand return is long. Another sign of frustration. $15 all. Do hit that like button, by the way, people. We might not have much longer to like this video. Good serve down the tee. It's an ace, I think. 30-15, 193 kilometers an hour. Another ace. She might yet get that ace record for the year. Remember, she's pursuing Pliskova at the moment for that record. Forehand block. Return's going to miss. We have 2 match points for Elena Rybakina. 2 match points here for Elena Rybakina. She is serving for a spot in the final. 2 match points. Is she going to do it? Moment of truth here, as Gene says. Can Rybakina serve out this big semi-final? She's had some clutch moments in the year so far. Let's see. 2 match points. 40-15, Elena Rybakina. Where are you going to go with this serve? You're going down the tee. It's a good serve. It's going to land out. Yes, it is. Elena Rybakina is into the WTA Finals final. You heard me correctly. Warm handshake at the net. Pegula won the first set, but ultimately went down. Went down fighting. She was down a break in the decider, broke back. She then got broken again. And Rybakina serves it out with a bunch of aces in that match as well. Over 2 hours on the clock. Of course, she's going to be doing a post-match interview. Pegula was seeking a repeat of 2022 when she made the final in Cancun, but this year she doesn't make the WTA Finals. She bows out in the semi-finals. She won the first set. Just quickly, a reminder of how that match went. 2 hours and 5 minutes, by the way, in total. She won the first set by 6-4. She got the super early break. At 1-1, she broke in the first set. Gets to 2-1. Gets broken back immediately. 2-2. She breaks again for 3-2. Holds on to that one break margin. Rybakina's flying around with her unforced errors. Hit 25 unforced errors in that first set. However, Rybakina gets the early break in the second. Gets to 4-1. She consolidates. Gets to 4-1. However, serving for the second set, Pegula breaks. However, Rybakina then breaks again to take the second set. She wins. She's also hitting 23 unforced errors in the second set. So after 2 sets, she hit 48 unforced errors. However, it's ultimately Rybakina who prevails after an incredible third set. Rybakina gets the early break, gets broken back, and then breaks again and serves it out. Here we go.
Very difficult to play against Jessica, and yeah, she started pretty well. I was a bit slow. Again, it was very quick. She broke me, so yeah, it was not easy to come back, but I'm glad that I managed to find my way in the second set and yeah, win it in this 3-set battle.
Okay, so 15 aces, obviously aces.
15 aces, yeah.
A lot to do with your performance tonight. What do you think was the key and made the difference between the two of you tonight?
Yeah, definitely the serve when I needed it helped me, and yeah, I was trying to stay focused each point, and we had some very tough rallies, and yeah, I'm really happy that in the end I managed to push myself a bit more, and yeah, won it.
Into your 22nd career singles final, congratulations. The crowd here in Riyadh loves watching you play. Has it made a big difference?
Thank you so much. Yeah, the atmosphere is amazing. Thank you guys for coming and supporting us. It's really important. It gives energy, and yeah, hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
You're going to see them tomorrow for sure. The first ever from Kazakhstan to make it to the finals of the WTA Finals.
So then there were 3. Elena Rybakina is into the final. She will be playing Amanda Anisimova or Aryna Sabalenka in that final. We will have previews being released later on today for all 3 finals tomorrow in Metz on the ATP side, in Athens on the ATP side, and for the Riyadh final as well. All those finals previews will be dropping later on today. In addition, we will have watch-alongs for all 3 of those finals, so make sure you join us for those tomorrow. But it is Rybakina who's going to be in the Riyadh final and not Jessica Pegula. It was a tense affair. I would say the quality in the first set, maybe even the first 2 sets, wasn't quite there from either player, but in the third set, I think it was. And ultimately, it was Rybakina who got over the line. It was a tough mental battle for her. And remember that Rybakina's had a few mental battles this year that have gone against her. Think about the tough loss that she had to Iga Swiatek in the French Open earlier on this year when she was up a set and a break. For example, there's been other matches as well that have not gone her way too. Let's get the stats up on the screen for you and share those with you as well. I'll put them on the screen. 67 unforced errors altogether from Elena Rybakina today, and yet she still prevailed, albeit in 3 sets. Do hit that like button, by the way, and of course, subscribe if you're new. And join us for all the watch-alongs tomorrow. Okay, here are the stats before we bring this to an end. Here we go. So, of course, the most important stat of all is that Elena Rybakina is in the final. 4-6, 6-4, 6-3. She won this tight, tense, nervous, intriguing affair. The first set, 25 unforced errors, I said. Rybakina cannot repeat that in the second set, and yet she did with 23 unforced errors in the second set, and yet she managed to win it. And then ultimately there were breaks and then re-breaks and then another break again, 2 going the way of Rybakina, 1 the way of Pegula. Very similar to the first set when there were 3 consecutive breaks, except in that first set, 2 went the way of Pegula, 1 the way of Rybakina. Anyway, looking at these stats. Not bad, by the way. First serve return points won. It's an interesting stat that Rybakina was winning 44%. I would imagine it was a similar percentage on the second serve as well. 36 winners off of Rybakina's racket, 9 from Pegula. Pegula played a pretty cautious game today. And of course, that was very effective in the first set as Rybakina was spraying errors left, right, and center. She did at least hit less errors in the third set than the previous 2 sets because she hit 19 in that third set compared to 23 and 25. So they were gradually being reduced. The ace count, by the way, today, 15 aces from Elena Rybakina. It's giving her a shot, albeit I think it's a long shot, at the most aces in a season. She's now got the 3rd ever, and it's the first time that someone has breached the 500 mark since Pliskova in 2016. And that year, Pliskova hit, that's that on the screen, it's not quite correct. Pliskova hit 530 aces in that year. How many aces is Rybakina at for the year right now? She might get past the 2015 mark of 517 aces. I doubt she'll get 530 because she's about, I'm going to say, 28 short of that figure altogether. But yeah. Yeah, good point, Maitland. Thank you for that, by the way. Yeah, there was the Mboko. She lost that tight match, didn't she, to Mboko in Canada. She lost a tight match to Layla in Washington. Super, super tight. And then Iga in Roland Garros. And so there was a lot of unclutch moments from her this year. And yet today, arguably when it mattered the most, she was super clutch. Finally, just having a quick look at that. So it's 503. So she's 27 aces away. I think she'd have to have an even more incredible serving performance tomorrow. And it'll probably have to go 3 sets and maybe even to a 3rd set tiebreaker. She'll probably need like 3 tie breaks to potentially get there tomorrow. But arguably tomorrow she's going to be coming up against an even better returner, either Amanda Anisimova or Arina Sabalenka. Anyway, just finally, quick look at the stats here. So 36 winners today. That's pretty cool for Elena Rybakina. 9 is not cool from Jessica Pegula, not at all. As I say, she played a pretty cautious game and ultimately paid the price. Forced errors, though, is also an interesting thing that shows you again how aggressive one player was or the other. And Elena Rybakina managed to force double the number of errors from the racket of Jessica Pegula than Pegula could on the Rybakina racket. 5 times Elena Rybakina broke her opponent today compared to 4 times that Pegula did so. Equally kind of ruthless, I would suggest. 5 from 11 for Rybakina, 4 from 8 for Jessica Pegula. But it is Elena Rybakina into her first big final since Miami of last year. So, good for her. Commiserations to Jessica Pegula. Make sure you join us for all the live streams tomorrow. All those finals, which will be in Metz, featuring Cam Norrie, in Riyadh, featuring Elena Rybakina, and of course, in Athens, featuring Novak Djokovic. I'm not mentioning who they're playing because we don't know yet who those players are playing. What we do know is that Elena Rybakina, though, is in the WTA Finals and has a shot at winning her first ever year-end championships. That'll be on the show tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.